let's talk about this weird Chinese like black box, basically. Let's see, here it is. This is interesting thing going on in Argentina, right? Chinese military-run space station in Argentina is a black box. You can't get in. All right, it's by appointment only. This was brought to my attention yesterday, and I was like, "What's going on there?" I gotta look into this. So China built this. This article is a little older. It's from January in 2019. But it talks about what this article is, or excuse me, what the space station is fairly decently. And then of course we got Reuters playing this freaking stuff. I don't even want to see that. When China built a military-run space station in Argentina's Patagonian region, it promised to include a visitor center to explain the purpose of its powerful 16-story antenna. The center is now built behind the 8-foot barbed wire fence that surrounds the entire space station compounds. Visits are by appointment only. What a surprise. Shrouded in secrecy, the compound has stirred unease among local residents, fueled conspiracy theories, and sparked concern in the Trump administration about its true purpose. According to interviews with dozens of residents, current and former Argentine government officials, U.S. officials, satellite and astronomy specialists, and legal experts. Yeah, I'm uneasy about it, and I just learned about this yesterday. All right, they closed down the Chinese consulate in Houston because they were using it as a spy station. How are we not like more upset about that? I haven't forgotten about that. They were burning papers and we couldn't legally go in because it was technically Chinese territory, right? And we had to wait. They were just burning papers and then they left. Like nothing happened. Swalwell is dating a spy. Like who knows if he's compromised? He's on the Intelligence Committee in Congress. Like I don't know what's going on there. That's crazy. But clearly they're spying on us, and now they have a space station with a huge 16-story antenna in Argentina, which is, I mean, technically it's connected, but I mean, who knows? That's a relay station on this side of the globe for them to, well, as they claim, it helped them land on the dark side of the moon, which they did, actually. They did. And if you think about it, if it's a globe and China's here, Argentina's probably over here, right? Because it's like the opposite side of the globe. So it actually would give them more, be able to communicate at a constant. Because as soon as China, say you're the moon, right? Here's China. As soon as China goes out, Argentina would come in and they would still be able to communicate. So I guess it does make sense. And that's what they're saying here. The station's stated aim is peaceful space observation and exploration, and according to Chinese media, it played a key role in China's landing of spacecraft on the dark side of the moon in January, which was a couple years ago, which is actually pretty cool that they actually did that. They landed on it says the dark side of the moon, but it's just the back side of the moon really is more accurate because it, every couple weeks, the dark side is the one that faces us, so it's the far side of the moon. I don't like the dark side of the moon. It doesn't really make sense. So I say the far side of the moon. But it is kind of creepy, this space station. Check this out. This is from Reuters also. So they say, yeah, that it's peaceful, but the compound, which includes a powerful antenna, operates with little apparent oversight from Argentine authorities. Yeah, interesting. Look. They started building in 2014, 2016. This is probably where they lived. And now it's like, a pristine bunker. Who knows? Who knows what this is? It's definitely raising eyebrows in America. This is from last year, August 2020, right around the time, a little bit after when the Chinese consulate in Houston was being shut down. People are talking about this. According to experts, of course, Love saying that, right? Experts have warned that the agreement between both countries obliges Beijing to inform the South American country about its activities at the station, but provides no enforcement mechanism for the authorities to ensure that it is not being used for military work. Exactly. Like, how can they prove what's actually going on? Like, how can they say, all right, let us in now, without them being like, really, like, no, like, we're not going to let you in now. Sorry. Haha. No. Or they actually make a point to talk about it. I don't know, this is a long article, but in the article they basically say, like, China could easily just upload something into a cloud system with their 16-foot satellite up to a, or 16-foot tower antenna into a satellite, and have nothing incriminating or show anything, or have it on a private server so it doesn't look like anything. Like, how are they going to know? They're not going to know. They're not going to, like, audit every single bit of information in that place. China wouldn't let them do that. So it's basically like they have free reign. They have this satellites. Man, China has already come out and said that the world would be better under their control. Look at what they. This is Z's. I don't know how do you say it? Is it Z? Z's own words. He said, "Look what we did with Hong Kong. It's great. If anyone tries to stop us, they'll feel our boot." I'm summing it up, but yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if they're using this to spy on us, right? I mean, it's kind of freaky that they're able to use that, because the way satellites work, I don't know if you know this, they need a relay on the ground, right? So if they have, let's say hypothetically, they have operatives in America, all right, and they might not be able to send stuff. I mean, it's the internet, right? But the internet's trackable. But if they have their own satellites that they bounce to, and down into Argentina to their own, relay station that can accept the bounces from the satellites from America, who knows, right? Maybe they can get around the NSA watching and looking at things that are going on. That's what Tucker Carlson's talking about, that he's being spied upon. And then there's this whole thing about how the data trafficking, where they're sending it to another country and saying, well, it's coming from this other country. We should check it out to see what it is. We're not spying on American citizens. We're spying on this communication that's coming from overseas. I mean, that's a whole nother segment on itself, but it's kind of freaky, yo. It's kind of freaky.